It is Thursday, the 28th of October. Welcome to Mornings on 6 News. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. The top stories we're following right now. Victoria just 1 day away from more eased restrictions to mark 80% of the eligible population being fully vaccinated. We'll tell you what you can do and what it'll mean for those who haven't been double dosed. Plus a major boost in Australia's vaccine rollout, quite literally, with boosters approved by the TGA for those over 18, as the panel in the US votes in favour of authorising Pfizer's COVID jab for those aged 5 to 11, and praise from across the sporting world after Adelaide United footballer Josh Cavallo came out as gay in an emotional video. All that more coming up later in sport. A reminder, you can always read the latest headlines 24/7 at our website 6newsau.com. But first this morning, Victoria is just 1 day away from more eased restrictions to mark 80% of the eligible population being fully vaccinated. From 6 p.m. tomorrow, local time that is, travel between Melbourne and regional Victoria will be allowed, meaning metro and regional areas will be united under the same restrictions. Masks will only be needed outdoors as well. There has, however, been some confusion when it comes to retail. Authorities have this morning confirmed unvaccinated people can shop at all retail stores for the next few weeks, but when the state hits 90% double dose next month, they will be locked out unless it's an essential business. Vaccinated Australians will no longer need an exemption to leave the country. The federal government says that unrestricted outbound travel will resume from November 1. All people will need to do is prove they've had at least 2 doses of an approved COVID vaccine, while unvaccinated people will have to apply for an exemption. Also on Monday, Aussies returning from overseas will not have to quarantine at all in New South Wales. Well, there's been a major boost, quite literally, in Australia's vaccine rollout, with the Therapeutic Goods Administration approving Pfizer boosters for those over 18. The rollout is expected to begin next month and has to be administered 6 months after your second jab. Aussies are able to mix and match, meaning if you've received AstraZeneca or Moderna, you can get a Pfizer booster. It comes after an FDA panel in the US voted in favour of authorising Pfizer's jab for those aged 5 to 11, meaning those age groups could even be able to get the jab soon here in Australia. Coles and Woolworths will start selling rapid antigen COVID-19 tests from next month. The testing kits will be sold online, in store and at petrol stations for $10 to $15 each. Authorities say those who get a positive result should get a PCR test as well to basically confirm. Coles says they will be stocked in all states with the exception of SA and WA. To sport now, and praises come from across the sporting world after Adelaide United footballer Josh Cavallo came out as gay in an emotional video. Cavallo has become the first player to come out in the A-League men's competition while still playing. He says that it's been a journey to get to this point in my life, but I couldn't be happier with my decision to come out. The video has gained thousands of views on social media and has received wide-ranging support from across the football world. And South African wicketkeeper Quinton de Kock has withdrawn from the 2020 World Cup series after refusing to take the knee. The ABC reports all team players had been told to take the knee in a gesture against racism. De Kock facing both praise and pushback for his decision. South African captain Temba Bavuma saying his team was surprised and taken aback by the news. Now let's check in with today's weather forecast now. Senior reporter Darby Travers is standing by for us live on the ground in Melbourne. Darby, what's the conditions looking like there and right across the country?
Yeah, good morning, Leo. It is absolutely fantastic to be with you and live on location. Take a look at this backdrop. We are right here in the heart of the Melbourne CBD, and what's hard to believe, just over 1 week ago we were all in lockdown, but Leo, come 6 p.m. tomorrow night, this whole place will be absolutely buzzing with the new 80% freedoms on the way for the fully vaccinated. And well, if you're planning on heading out and about here in the city or anywhere in Victoria now that we can, it might be best to bring an umbrella as we bring up the maps and say a very good morning to our friends in Queensland with Brisbane expecting a beautiful day, getting to a top of 31. Light clouds in Sydney, a top of 28. Similar conditions in the nation's capital, getting to 25. Showers, as I said, here in Melbourne today, a top of 26. 17 in Hobart, expecting thunderstorms, and 28 in Adelaide. 37 in the Alice, 18 in Perth, and Darwin warming up to a top of 32. There you have it, Leo, your latest weather forecast for this Thursday. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated from on the ground here in Melbourne and right across the country as restrictions continue to ease.
All right, Derby Travers live for us in Melbourne this morning. Thank you. And of course, we will make sure we get our reporters on the ground right across the country in the coming days, weeks and months. And that is mornings for this Thursday. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be back Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with all the latest, and you can follow us on social media and head to 6newsau.com for plenty more news coverage. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. Have a great day.